Well, hey there. If you are one of the many business owners out there that is absolutely terrified of doing live video, then this video is for you. I want to share with you 8 different ways in which I have heard small business owners tell me why they are terrified of doing live video, and I wanted to put you at ease. I wanted to put you at peace about the whole thing because you have a great business and you have a great product or service that your customers need, and one of the greatest ways to get connected with your customers is through live video. Live video opens the doors for people to see your personality and for you to share your products and services with the world and to connect personally through all the different social media platforms with your customers. That's a fantastic way to do marketing, and you're getting more bang for your buck than you would be with a billboard or with TV commercials or flyers or even business cards. So live video is super important when it comes to your marketing. So let's talk about all of the different fears that many business owners face. First of all, one of them that I always hear about is people are just plain nervous. They don't like to be in front of the camera. They are terrified of doing video. And I can tell you, I was afraid to do video for the longest time. In fact, I changed my major in college because you weren't going to put me on camera. I tried camera one time in one class and I'm like, I'm out. I'm not participating. I'm done. And here we are several years later, and here I am in front of a video telling you how to not be scared and how to not be nervous. Being nervous is completely normal. It's a completely natural thing, and you are not alone. I have been there, done that. When you step out and do something that you're afraid of, the more that you do it, the better you're gonna be. So I would like to use the analogy. This is live video is like riding a bike after you have taken off the training wheels. You got to get back up and you got to keep trying and keep going no matter how hard or how scary it is. Live video, do one step at a time. Now, if you've watched any other videos that I have done, I will always tell you, before you do a live video, if you are terrified of doing video in general, you need to do a pre-recorded video, and you can watch another episode. Go to my Facebook page and check it out. But I always want to encourage you, do a pre-recorded video, get yourself in gear for that before you do a live video. So that would be the first step. So if you're nervous, try that and then you graduate to a live video. But here we go. So we've already talked about being nervous. That's completely normal. Don't worry about it. The second one is I don't want you to be discouraged. When you do live video, everybody has the thought process. There's 2 different thought processes. One is nobody's going to show up, nobody's going to watch it, why even bother? The other camp is, what if 1,000 people get on there and I get to do this live video and I sound like a moron and nobody wants to follow it and nobody's going to enjoy it at all? Okay, so I don't want you to be worried about numbers when this is all said and done. Chances are, if you are a business owner and you have not done a live video and nor have you done video, that you might not have anybody show up on that first live video, and that's okay. The best part about trying something for the first time is you won't know unless you try, right? So don't be discouraged by the numbers. Don't worry about that. I want you to just come out and I want you to face your fear of nerves, and I want you to go out and I want you to do your video and not worry about who is watching, how the numbers, whether nobody's watching or there's a bunch of people watching. Here's the situation with live video. Whatever you record it, even if somebody's not on it, even if you have 0 people tuning in at the time of your live video, there's a good chance that your video, they're going to come back and watch it later. So what you're doing is not in vain. The efforts that you're putting on for your live video is not in vain. You don't have to worry about just, oh, I'm going to go out once, nobody's going to understand, nobody's going to watch it. No, it's out there on your newsfeed. Unless you delete it, it's out there so people can get access to it anytime. So whatever information you're putting on your live video, that's going to be able to be viewed beyond what the live video than if somebody were to tune in live. So don't be worried about that. Third, I want you to focus on the positive. It's so easy for us as humans to switch over to the negative side of things and just say, oh, I'm not going to do very good anyway, and nobody's going to want to buy my product, and so I'm just not going to do live video. Well, don't be like that. I'm a super positive person anyway, and I'm a silver lining kind of girl, but I want you to focus on the positive and be intentional about it. What is the best thing that could happen if you faced your fears and you did a live? I want you to write those down. When you're doing your videos, I want you to think about that. What's the best possible scenario that could happen? Well, I could tell you one of them is what happens if just one person is watching, tunes in, whether live or later after they've watched it aired. What would happen if they decided that they liked your product or service? Okay, that's great. You made a sale by facing your fears. How exciting is that? Now let's go to another level. What if 5 people watch your video? They might not be your ideal customer, but they like what you're talking about in your live video, and therefore they share it with their friends, and you end up with 7 sales. That is 7 sales you wouldn't have had if you wouldn't have had a live video. So I want you to focus on the positive. It's so important for you just to continue. When you step out in fear, I guarantee you're going to start to see some things that you wouldn't normally see. And when you focus on the positive, chances are you're going to see more of a positive atmosphere when it comes to that. 4th, I want you to realize you're going to be connecting with your customers on a personal level. Social media is all about engaging with people on a one-on-one basis. And as a business, we spend a lot of time on things like flyers and business cards and logos and all of that branding, when in all reality, you are the person that is behind that branding. So by you going out, you're connecting with people through the live video so people can see that there's a real person behind the business. And the best part too is you can enlist on the help of all of your employees. There's probably a ton of employees, especially if you have the younger ones, that like to be on video, and they can help you when it comes to that. So don't be worried about that. You are connecting with customers on a deeper level. You get to provide some really quality customer service. So let's just say that you start doing more live videos and you start getting people to connect during those live videos. You get to have an opportunity to connect with each of those people, answer questions, respond to them, create some camaraderie when it comes to when you're doing your videos, so people get to know you better. And I think that's so helpful. People will only buy from businesses that they know, like, and trust. And if they watch you on a live video, they see your authenticity, they see the camaraderie between you and your employees, they're going to trust you, and then therefore they will buy more from you. So I want you to keep that in mind as well. The next tip I want you to remember is when it comes to live video, I want you to pick one platform. I'm talking Instagram or Facebook Live, whichever one you are most comfortable with. And in fact, I'm actually going to do another video on how to decide which platform works for you. But I only want you to pick one, okay? When you start dabbling in something that you're afraid of, and then you start incorporating 2 different pieces into the puzzle, it creates added stress, and I don't want you to have any more extra stress than what you already do have by doing something that you're afraid of. So I want you to pick one platform and do it well. Then I want you to start doing it on a regular basis. I don't want you to just do it once. Remember, we talked about the bike, getting on live video is like riding on that bike without the training wheels. You got to keep going up and doing it again. It's so important for you to keep going. Do one live video, get yourself geared up, because you've already done the first one scared. Why not do it the second one scared? Because the more practice that you do it, the better you're going to become. You're going to be able to start to get your groove. You're going to be able to deal with some things better because you've already been there, done that. So I want you to encourage you, when you face your fears, the more you do it, the better you're going to be. And you're going to look back and say, I did the first one, I can do the second one. Or I did the first one, I can do my 10th one, because I feel better about that. So I want to make sure that you practice. Practice makes perfect, okay? The next fear that I hear all about people saying is they are afraid of the tech. Well, I can tell you, for one thing, as a person who has had to enlist in my 10 and my 13-year-olds on a regular basis for tech help, ask for help. Ask for help from your kids. Ask for help from those younger employees. If you need some help on tech, you want to get the help of people that have been there, done that. Even if it's a business owner that you follow and they've been doing Facebook Lives, reach out to them. We all have this secret feeling when we're doing something scared and we talk to other people that have done stuff scared. We're more likely to share our experiences, and then we have somebody that we can talk to. So I'd encourage you, don't let the tech thing freak you out. I'm not a techie person at all, but I was able to figure it out. I pulled on my 10 and 13-year-olds, and they were actually able to help me, and I did maybe do some bribing where I convinced them that they couldn't tell anybody about the fact that they helped mom. But that's how it works when it comes to your tech. Don't worry about the tech, okay? So the final piece I want you to, one of the things that I hear all the time is people are afraid of how they look, and they're not comfortable with standing in front of video. And I came from a broadcast background, and I worked in TV for a long time. And the thing that you hear all the time is video adds 10 pounds. Well, I can tell you, if you don't want 10 pounds, nobody wants to do that. When in all reality, it doesn't happen that way. If you are focused on your appearance, I want you to just be at peace. You have something amazing to offer, and you are the physical person behind your brand, and you have an amazing personality, and you can connect with all of your customers. Don't let the fear or the thoughts of how you feel in front of a camera or your appearance deter you. And I'm going to give you some other tips in another video about how I prepare when it comes to getting ready for any live videos that I do. And one of them has to do with dressing and feeling better by taking care of ourselves better. And it might just be something where you show up and you put something nice on, and you do your makeup and you do your hair. Because I can tell you what, if you walk out to take the trash out in your yoga pants, you feel differently in your appearance that way than if you go out on a date with your spouse. So if you're worried about your appearance, I want you to put on something that makes you feel confident, that makes you feel better in how you represent yourself better. I think that if you find that you do something like that, that fear will start to subside. So those are the main tips that I want to do. And then the final one I want to give you is more of a little bit of a tough love piece of it. Is I want you to realize that when you're doing Facebook Lives and you're overcoming your fears, I want you to realize the fact that you are doing this for your customers. It is not about you. All of these videos is your business is in the problem solving business, which means your business solves problems for your customers and your potential customers. So when you're doing these live videos, you are helping your customers solve problems. It is not about you. It is not about your fears of technology. It is about your customers. So when you shift the mindset of, hey, yeah, I'm afraid and I want to do this, and I know it's important, to my customers need what I have to offer, and I have the ability to communicate that and to connect with my customers on a real level, I believe that you will feel much better about how you do your live video. So I hope those tips helped you. Join me in the next video as I tell you how to know the difference when remember I told you to pick one platform, Facebook or Instagram. Join me for the next video as I tell you how to decide which platform to choose from. And then I will have another video where I actually show you the tips and tricks that I use to get prepared for my live videos. I will see you at the next one. Have a great day.